Democratic senators are demanding details on a Tether loan tied to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick's family trust. The central issue is whether the loan was an ordinary transaction or preferential treatment that could create influence concerns. For viewers tracking Tether Loan Probe, the useful read is the pressure point, not a broad market mood. The confirmed headline centers on Tether and 600 million, while the first practical question is what it changes for stablecoin firms. The second number to keep nearby is 5%, because it shows the scale or timing that makes this story more than a label. That keeps the opening simple. The event is real, the consequence is specific, and the next step depends on the evidence that follows. The trust reportedly holds assets including convertible notes tied to a 5% Tether stake acquired by Cantor Fitzgerald for $600 million. Senators requested details of the Tether loan. Cantor had acquired a 5% Tether stake. This context matters because the story is not floating on rumor alone. It has a clear status, a known actor, and a measurable anchor. The second confirmed piece is how the event connects to Lutnick and ethics officials, which narrows the story from general crypto noise to a concrete market or user effect. The card-level baseline uses undisclosed loan as the supporting signal, but the script treats that number only as far as the evidence allows. Nothing in this baseline should be stretched beyond the stated facts. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Ethics risk depends on terms. Loan size, collateral, rate, timing, and communications can show whether the arrangement was arm's length. In plain English, rates and collateral decide the ethics question. Favorable terms could deepen scrutiny. That mechanism is why Tether Loan Probe is more than a headline. It tells viewers where the pressure travels, through access, liquidity, policy, user trust, custody, or settlement depending on the story. The mechanism also explains why loan terms and ethics risk matter more than a broad price reaction. If U.S. senators changes position, or if term release appears, the mechanism gets a clearer stress test. Stablecoin issuers, government officials, and crypto custodians face sharper scrutiny where private financial ties overlap with public authority. Stablecoin ties to officials face closer review. Custody relationships can create conflict concerns. The affected side is therefore not every crypto holder in the same way. It is the group closest to Tether, the product or market connected to Lutnick, and the users who must act on the changed condition. For stablecoin firms, the practical concern is tied to 600 million. For ethics officials, the pressure usually appears through access, cost, timing, or confidence. That is why the practical consequence matters more than a generic bullish or bearish label. The loan amount and full terms remain undisclosed in the supplied facts, so the probe cannot be treated as proof of wrongdoing. The loan amount and full terms are not disclosed. Documents would show whether terms were arm's length. This scene is the guardrail against turning an incomplete story into a prediction. The confirmed part is the event and the supporting facts. The unresolved part is the follow-through, whether the response, approval, recovery, liquidity, policy step, or user behavior actually appears. The open item is best summarized as disclosure gap, and it should stay separate from term release until a fresh confirmation point appears. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The next signal is disclosure of loan terms, communications after Lutnick's nomination, and any ethics finding from the review. Follow term disclosure. Communications records may settle the timeline. For Tether Loan Probe, the clean close is to track the signal that can change the story rather than guessing the final outcome. The path from loan to finding is the simplest way to follow the next phase without adding unsupported claims. If that signal arrives, the market or user effect becomes easier to judge. If it does not, the story remains constrained by the current confirmed evidence.